All right, we're live now. Typical Monday morning, right? I didn't have anything planned as I came in here. As always, we're going to see where everything goes. I hope you like how I still have everything all set up from the Manifest Your SP video. So, as this moderation, help everyone feel safe. Okay, okay. Um, yes, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It's a long 1 hour speech I had to give, but I thought it was things that would benefit everyone. Very, what do you say? Um, Very helpful information. So if you can't afford coaching, boom, everything's there. Or if not, you come here to the live. So that's what our Monday morning lives are for, to check in, see if everyone had a good weekend, um, see how things are going with you guys. Cleaning up here a little bit. I'll wait once more people get in, then we'll start the cigar. Then we'll discuss about what's going on with you guys. Want to hear some good news, building up some self concept. And as you guys know, that's the key. Somebody actually asked me a question the other day on TikTok, which I'm going to throw that on live in a second too. But I'd rather go live here first because um, I know you guys better. We have more history and chemistry. Everyone there, it's all kind of new, and I don't know anybody really on TikTok. So if you're new here from TikTok, welcome. Monday mornings, we go live and we talk about our weekends, our week's goals, and what we're working on manifesting, questions you have on manifesting, things like that. That's what the Monday is for. Actually, if you live in America, it's a holiday weekend today. We have, what is this? Memorial Day? Labor Day? Something. Labor Day. I didn't even know it was holiday till the other day. But it is now end of summer pretty much, which sucks, especially if you live here in Chicago. And yeah, sorry for the low energy today. I should have planned stuff out, but I was like, you know what? It's Monday. I got to throw this on. And this kind of goes to the lesson of, if you don't want to do something, you get out there and you do it anyway. I wasn't even staying here. Unfortunately, I was not staying at SP's house. I was at my parents for the holidays. And holidays, like, it's not like Christmas or nothing, but we cooked out and then and I drank and I passed out on their couch. So now I'm here, and I got myself all showered up and put in order real quick. But I'm struggling with the cigar at the moment. Anyone who watches this on repeat after, I apologize for the low energy beginnings. You know, I saw Naya on her channel. She will do her entire video, like it will be like a normal video. And then right after that, she'll go right into the live, but she live streams herself recording a video. I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. So I should go in with some more video topics, but I'm sure whenever Ink arrives, we'll have some topics because me and her brought up some good things the other day. We had some deep life chats. They really put these stickers on here. So I guess, I mean, it's been 3 minutes. Usually we have people in here by now. So let's see what's going on. Well, I guess we could go over what I discussed in the SP thing, but I mean, there's a whole 1 hour video on that. Well, these are podcast questions. You know, this reminds me of the time when I was doing stand-up and there was nobody there. Well, here in the chat, there in the viewers, there's nobody in the viewers. But when I was doing stand-up, having people in the audience just stare at you, that's even worse. Oh, wait, we have someone here. Hey, good morning. I'm Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your weekend? You have a good weekend? Sorry for the very low energy morning on my behalf, and we don't really have anybody here today, but two's a party. It's like nature's going crazy outside. Yeah, usually I like to come in here with a topic, but There is no topic today. Well, I mean, I don't usually ever come in with a topic, but so you can't see how many I may see. Obviously, because Rebecca's here, there's a viewer, but it's still saying 0 viewers. So my end is saying 0 viewers. If there's more of you guys here, tell me, because I don't even see that she was here. Macon was good, and yours? That's pretty good. I don't know what time you got in here, but we're running for about only 5 minutes now. But it's a holiday weekend over here, so by my family, had some drinks and stuff. Went on a date with SP on Friday night, and that's about it. So nothing crazy or too exciting. Unfortunately, back to work tomorrow. But hey, remember, mind and speech. That's a good place to start too. Mind and speech. Speaking of not wanting to go back to work, we get to go to work. That's getting to go to work is a privilege, even if you hate your job because it's providing you money. And I know my mom always used to talk about this. Oh, be thankful for your job. Be thankful for your job. We can be thankful for what we have and still elevate and desire better. I believe that, but at the same time, it's like we can't just be upset with opportunities we have. Like, oh, you don't like the car you drive. Be thankful you have a car. If someone doesn't. This is where gratitude comes in. You're thankful for everything you have, whether it's exactly what you want or not, because it could always get worse. Things could be worse than where they are now. So, oh, there we go. Now I see that. I don't know. It must have been frozen. Now I see there's viewers. But always be thankful for what you have because it could be a lot worse than it really is. And that's where like the power of gratitude comes in. And then it's also, as I always say, a great way to trick your subconscious. If there's something you want that you don't have, you throw that into your gratitude. So let's do this. What's up, Eric? Good morning, brother. How you doing? I guess there's a nice breeze out there blowing this back. Yeah, but we're just talking about some gratitude. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. Um, like I said, some Monday mornings I'm prepared, some Monday mornings I'm not. This is not a prepared weekend, but I know there's something I have to do. There's people relying on me, so here I am. Uh, could go through some of this, some video topics. There is a SP success story, but I'd rather put that in a video. And it comes from like a way you wouldn't really expect. I had a client who came to me and wound up with an SP that he would not have expected, but wound up making peace and becoming close friends with the original SP that led him into this. Just like I wound up with the original SP that led me into the manifesting world. Never wound up in a relationship with her, but we stayed on talking terms, and I just chose not to continue because of the SP I wound up with. So in a way, though I manifested my SP back 6 times, there was another SP before that. But another big topic would be fall in love with yourself. That's something I want us getting into more. Well, thank you guys for being here and helping drive the conversation. I appreciate it. A big thing I want a lot of us to do is fall in love with yourself. Like I got a comment on TikTok. They said, "Well, why don't you just keep your SP?" Hey, Mitzi, what's up? How you doing? The comment was, "Well, why don't you just keep your SP?" If it's as if it's that simple. And now knowing that there's probably somebody coming in who doesn't have their SP, and it's like, well, if you got nothing, then why are you out here asking me why I couldn't keep it? So we're getting into the answer of that, which is loving yourself and having a high self-concept. If you don't love yourself or have a high self-concept, then you're doomed. Manifesting on a time crunch, we talked about that before. It's funny because there's only so many things to talk about, and I think it's important to keep repeating it and reiterating it because it pounds it into your head again and again and again, so that you get used to all of this, all of these teachings, and you just inundate yourself with it, where automatically you jump right to a mindset of manifest my way out of a situation versus fight my way out of a situation. And you could untrain your mind because I've done it back and forth, but you want to keep your mind trained in this because it lets your intuition take over. It's like you're in a situation that goes, manifest it, do this, do this. It will tell you like what techniques you feel what you need to do in certain situations. And I know that it's happened for me before too. almost like you're opening yourself up more to being guided. Circumstances don't matter. Yeah, I want to do a really good video on circumstances don't matter coming up too, with especially the stuff with me and SP went through. Those were crazy circumstances where it was like, okay, I was coming to terms with, okay, maybe I just got to end this one, wrap it up. But now it's like, now we're not really officially together, but it's like we're together enough. Manifesting multiple desires at once. We talked about that before too. If you guys have any topics you want to talk about too, let me know. Questions, situation, things like that. Like I said, I'm waiting for us to get more people in here and get this conversation driven more before popping onto TikTok, because TikTok will like blow you up with a lot of viewers, but I think they're pulling in people who are not really into the manifesting community. So then I got to turn on my comedian and start roasting them. But then I get banned because it's happened before. Dreams. Always love talking about dreams and what they mean. I do love the dreams too, and it's funny because so me and SP are working through a lot of stuff. Like I said, it was her doing something stupid that led to all this, and then me struggling with that and all of my stuff falling apart. So last night, another thing I like to do is I don't fall asleep with TV on in the background like I used to, or music or anything. I try to just go dead silent when I'm going into sleep. I take a vision of what I really want and I go to sleep with that vision. That makes it clear where you run your dreams, you run the show. That's what I've found. That's what works for me. In the dream, if you have something negative, you start learning that you can manipulate it and change it, because like Neville said, if we're living in a dream world now, we can manipulate and change things in our current reality. It's just like lucid dreaming, because it is a lucid dream to our higher self or our soul or whatever controls that we're here. This is the dream of it. So we have to learn how to control it. And then I guess real dreams that we have are like the mini games. So in my dream the other night, it was me and SP like making amends for what we are, and her like becoming the best version of herself and me the best version of myself. But nothing was really said. It was said, but it was implied. And a lot of that stuff is like telepathic and dreams and things like that. If you have nightmares, you want to not give them power. And the best way to fight back a nightmare is like when you wake up and you're like distraught and it's like everything's fucked up. Oh, what if that comes true? What if that comes true? No, go right back to sleep. Forget it, because whatever you realize, you energize, as Reverend Ike said. Don't realize and give energy to something negative. Fall back to sleep in a loving, like desired state of what you want. Try to change it. And it's like your subconscious fights back, I think, because it knows that whatever you're trying to manifest is not what's the current reality is. It's trying to make sense of what current reality is, but you're gaining control over it. The mind, I don't remember who said it. I want to say Neville did, but it's like a wild horse. You're trying to break the wild horse in, and it's bucking and kicking you off and everything like that. So you have to learn to sit back and take that control. And you go back in lovingly, not fighting it. Like okay, there's something against like maybe a third party and SP in your dream, and you go back and that's the nightmare you wake up for. You don't go back in there and kick the third party's ass, because now you've just energized third party. It's like Neville talking about the dream with the demon and the angel, how he fought the demon and it laughed at him and it grew bigger and bigger and bigger. But when he ignored it and he loved it, it disappeared into nothing. So that was a good topic for dreams for him from his point of view. But yeah, I love to think if a dream is good, like in the most simple sense for myself, if it's a good dream, I put a lot of emphasis on it. I think about it, and I pull it into this reality, take it from that mini game into this one. And I think another topic I was getting into was forgiveness too. Like I think it's very hard for a lot of us to forgive, especially if you're on an SP journey and there's been a lot of pain in the past. It's like you want to get into a state of forgiveness, coming from the point of view that the life is a play. And at the end of the day, you're going to go more all dead. It's like, wow, we played a great part. Even that shitty boss or the people who fucked with you or whatever, it was all meant because everything drives you towards where you need to be. So you're always in the right place at the right time. You're being driven there by circumstances and events that you asked for in so many ways. Not on purpose, maybe. Maybe you didn't ask for a negative circumstance to come up with that negative circumstance, leads to where you want to be. I mean, go back to anywhere you were in life, trace out how you got there. It's like, well, really, that wouldn't happen if this didn't happen, and boom, 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 boom. Just like the time when the one time when me and SP got back together, like there had to become a third party so that she could see what it's like to be in a horrible relationship to compare what we had to go back to me to choose that. So then, which and it would require other little things to get there. I'm not saying everything has to be a huge sequence of events like that, but things do happen like that. Let me see. I'm going to pull up a couple topics unless you guys keep adding to them, and then we'll pop on the TikTok one too and start incorporating everyone there. We have 1,100 followers there on TikTok now, so we'll bring the TikTok people into the Mystic Manifesting family. Oh, like the 1 year analysis too. I think that's a very important topic that we need to go into. Seeing how far we've come in a year, because think about it, the channel's been around a year now. If you guys have been with me from the beginning, look how far you've come, or since you got to the channel, or where you were last year before you even found this channel, or the idea of manifesting. I don't know how many of you guys have been manifesting before this or not, but I've had a lot of great success stories where people have told me some like emotional things about like, man, my life has been better since talking to you, and it means a lot because it's like, man, you don't think in like 1 year ago, I would have never thought I'd be having impact on people in the world the way I do, where people are telling me that I've changed their life. So that's kind of like an emotional, surreal experience for me, where it's like, whoa, kind of like takes your breath away. It makes you stand back for a second. Let's see. We'll throw this stuff on real quick.
We're spiritual beings. Spirit flows too.
Now, I don't know why my TikTok keeps playing things automatically when I jump on there, like even when I'm not on the page. But it's true. We're spiritual beings. See, like even more people are following on TikTok, but they got to come over here to YouTube. This is where the real Mystic Manifesting family is. All right, we'll go live. You guys have any other topics? Did I answer the dream stuff good, Eric, or do you got other questions specifically on dreams? All right, there we go. I think I set it up the right way. You know what it is, guys? I know YouTube's a little bit cooler about it, but I don't know if TikTok is about smoking a cigar on there. But anyway, we're talking about if anybody comes in on this side, we're talking about manifesting. We just got over talking about dreams. We're going to go into. I actually made a video on this one before, and I don't know if you guys remember it, but it's like do not let the 3D dictate your feelings, because your feelings dictate the 3D, which is 100% true. Like Neville says, that the facts do not precede, or what? Fuck, I can't even say it the right way. But basically, everything happens in your mind before it happens in reality. So if you're letting an event that happened in your life dictate how you're going to feel, that just puts you down a cycle that way. So like we're starting like in a circle. Where's the? Oh, I should use this, right? Just like just like the Oppenheimer thing. We're gonna become students now. Why is this thing dying? Here. Here, now both the cameras can see it. Basically, well, that's really fucking sloppy, isn't it? Basically, you get a 3D event, right? That's why I say when you're assigning meaning to something, let me see, both of these could see it, right? Okay, now TikTok could see it too. So something negative happens in your life, right? You're assigning it a meaning. It could be good or bad. Because remember, everything starts in your mind first. Something in your mind created this 3D event to happen. Whether it's a breakup or getting into a relationship or getting a job, losing a job, whatever. Something happens. There's no meaning to it until you assign it a meaning. You assign it a negative meaning. Now it becomes a negative thought, negative experience, negative everything. So then that will create more negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts create more negative circumstances because you might start thinking negatively on, okay, let's say this is a breakup. Instead of just seeing it as, oh, this is a chance to learn how to manifest better. This is a chance to elevate spiritually. You see it as, oh, this is horrible. It's the end of my world. And then it's like, well, now I'm ugly. I'm this, I'm that. I'm a piece of shit. I'm poor. I'm broke, whatever. You start giving yourself more negative stuff. That leads to more negative circumstances. So say you're not. Say you're still in good shape. Say you've got money and stuff like that, you'll start to lose it. You'll get out of shape because you'll get depressed because you'll have negative thoughts, negative feelings. The more negative circumstances start, this is the negative spiral I always talk about. Now more negative things are happening to you. Then move that up. More negative thoughts again. Now it's another 3D event. Now each time you get a 3D event, you could assign it a meaning, good or bad or indifferent. But you keep assigning things negative meanings, they lead to more negative thoughts, more negative circumstances, more negative thoughts, more 3D events. So it starts here at a 3D event. Anything that happens in the world, that's where it starts. Good, bad, or indifferent. But you could change all this. Make it positive thoughts, positive circumstances, more positive thoughts, and it just becomes a 3D event. The world is just happening. That's why I said before, everything just happens. There's no good or bad. I'm gonna put ink on my nose. And a cigar died. But there's no good or bad anywhere. Because to someone else, this event means nothing. To you, it means the end of the world. If you just see this as an event that happened, find the best way to look at it. More good things happen in your life. Those are your birds before land. Then more good thoughts, more 3D, boom, 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 boom. That's the upward spiral. So that's what I've talked about before, if that makes sense. Kind of relight. Welcome, Mystic Manifesting family at TikTok. Let's see who's all here. We have one person. Welcome in. Every Monday we go live. We're live over here on YouTube if you got manifesting questions or whatever you're talking about. It's like for people can't afford coaching, we do these. So I have an eraser, but I'm going to be a fucking caveman and do it with my hands. Does anyone else have any other topics, or should I bring something else up? I feel like a real professor now. I should put the Oppenheimer hat on if I'm going to be doing it like this. But anyway, there's the positive. You could either spiral upward or you could spiral down. You don't want to be spiraling down. We talk about manifesting. So money too, because I'm looking at a couple money manifesting success stories that I never made videos on. But they could come in. It comes in different ways. Like Reverend Ike talks about money being an energy. So I talked about times like more opportunities come up. You're saving money. You're getting discounts. You're getting deals. Things are working out better. Things are working out in your favor. You're saving money. Saving money is still making money. That's more money in your bank account. Or then you get stuff like, oh, you're going to go play a slot machine like I do. Boom, all of a sudden you hit a ton of money. So it's either more money comes into your reality, money comes, or you get stuff for free. It's like, oh, hey, why do you want money? Oh, because I want to go on a trip. But all of a sudden you enter a raffle and all of a sudden you won a trip. So that's actually one of the manifestation things I want to get into more. Is finding like reputable things that are like the most winning woman in the world. She won all her vacations in her life off contests. I really made these wrong because I'm right-handed. These are like left-handed mugs. There's the merch. But that was something else like I want to get more into is doing that. But money doesn't always have to be like, oh, I found $1 million. I won the lottery. I hit another jackpot. I love to do gambling and I love to hit jackpots and stuff like that. Not expert level at it yet where I'm winning millions, but I love to do that because it's fun. And when you go out there with the mindset of like, here's how you should approach all this too, whether it's SP, job, life, travel, money, gambling, whatever. And I'm not advocating gambling. I like to gamble. That's what I do. But because for me, it's like, it seems to be the quickest way to see where your mind is with manifesting. But one of the things I like about it is I just had a frozen moment, like who's that politician? I just froze. Somebody put me back on track, please. I need a moderator. Oh, how the fuck did I get way off like that? That's the SP texting me now. Currently having a shitty breakfast. Well, let's go into that more, Mitzi. See, thank you for driving me back on track. Because here's the thing where I was going to say nothing is bad. Remember what I just said, negative spiral. Like I just got a message from SP. Didn't look too favorable from the little preview I saw, but I'm not going to let it, because that wasn't what made me freeze either. It's like I froze and then went down. Wishing SP was texting me, LOL. Well, remember, it could be texting you or it could be something negative like I just seen right now. Nothing, it wasn't horrible, but I just didn't like it. But that's the thing. If you don't like it, why am I going to draw it again? I already drew it. If you don't like something, that's an event. The event is right now, SP is not texting you and you're having a shitty breakfast. Why is the breakfast shitty, Mitzi? Does the food taste like shit? Or are you just upset because SP is not texting? Now, we could start here. This is just an event that's happening. Here's where gratitude comes in. Gratitude's the secret weapon. You get to eat breakfast. There's somebody out there wishing they had breakfast. No matter how bad it tastes, no matter how much little cream I have in my coffee today and it tastes like shit, and how stale the cigar is, I still have a coffee and a cigar. You still have a breakfast. Somebody doesn't. But my mom pissed me off and got the wrong breakfast. But you're right. Exactly. See? It's the wrong breakfast, but it's a breakfast. You get to eat today. So then, but let's take it to a negative spiral before I put you in a positive. All right. Shitty breakfast. Now, because you're mad about the breakfast, you're thinking about things that make you mad and you're looking for more reasons to be mad. SP's not texting you. Now you're mad about that. And now because he's not texting you, you're going to go to the gym. But now you're focused on, man, that breakfast was so shitty and I hate this workout and this is pissing me off. So now you're angry at the gym and you're angry at SP. And you're angry at the breakfast, and now it's going to go to the next part of your day. And then something else negative will happen. It will keep going and going and going, and it's a negative spiral, down, 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 down. Or I am thankful I have breakfast. I am thankful my mom was considerate enough to buy me the wrong breakfast, so that way, because she bought me the wrong breakfast, because I got pissed off, I got to bring it up to the mystic, and I got to learn about positive spirals. And now because I'm spiraling positively, I learned something new. And because of that, now SP's going to start texting me in the most positive, beautiful, loving way. Boom. And then you're going to go, what do you call it? Then from there, you're going to go to the gym. You're going to kill it at the gym. And then because you're killing it at the gym, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to be confident about your looks and everything like that. And then you're going to go on and the rest of your day is going to be good and you're spiraling upwards. So that's how we change it. There's no negative circumstance. Circumstances just happen. This is the new thing I'm preaching to go with self-concept. It's like a hack for it. I feel like that events are just happening. We're assigning the meaning. When I started the channel, I used to say angel numbers don't mean anything unless you assign them meaning, and only manifesting techniques and stuff like that. Those all mean something, even though they don't mean, like, I was saying it only in certain things, but when you realize everything in life is just something happening, you assign it a meaning because in a way it is working out for you. Or maybe you didn't need this message. Somebody else needed this message, either over here on TikTok or over here on the YouTube stuff. Somebody needed that message maybe. So maybe you had to go through that event, which is not really a horrible event. Then you realize it's not a horrible event. And then somebody else learned this whole thing. But nothing really matters unless you assigned it a meaning. And you want to assign everything the best possible meaning. And it's hard to do because some things are so fucking ugly and horrible that happen in your life. You have to now find a way to spin them into a positive story. But trust me, once you can spin something into a positive story, then it becomes a lot easier. Like it's something new. It's a newer technique that I've picked up. It's like, okay, this happened. Why did this happen? Where were my thoughts? Where's this? Blah, blah, blah. And I change it around. So I hope that helped. I wish you could see on here, like, see, TikTok doesn't make sense. It says I have one viewer, but then it says like 4 people joined, and then it says there's nobody in the chat. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm glad it helped. And how's your channel going? I know you were looking to build up followers. I hope you're still, one of the things I was doing too when I was trying to build this channel for a while was I was visualizing like the counter on the YouTube studio where it's like going up. I picture more and more subscribers. Like I would just picture like the ticker going up. So is yours going good? Still building up? Just had 74,000 recently, and my videos are still doing great. That's awesome. See, I want to start doing some of the stuff that you post about in New York. I think that would be awesome. I was actually just thinking about going back to New York with SP, but I was thinking I got no vacation time. But with the way that the channel is moving, it's like I'm putting work in every day, moving forward with stuff. I would love to be able to just go out and travel more often. And, you motivate me saying how fast, and within 1 year, right, you grew that channel that big. So it is possible to grow it. You could do New York. See, that's what I thought too. But the problem is I'm off work at 2:30 on Saturdays, and I go back 8 a.m. on Tuesday. So I got Sunday, Monday off, which is fine. But SP gets out of work at Friday afternoon. So then I thought, maybe just go without her. Go to New York and try and do something that was something I preached too. Do things on your own, not for SP. Do it for yourself. Awesome channel. Good to see more guys in the manifestation community. Don't have any questions, just here to support before SP post a video in 16 minutes. Well, that's awesome, brother. Yeah, thank you for the support. I appreciate you tuning in and giving me the support. I think that's what a lot of guys have come here for too. It's like I appreciate all the guys that come here, because when I started, it's like, man, there ain't no guys talking about this. This is like for women. Guys can't do this. But that's why I said, you know what, let me just go be the guy's guy, regular Southside blue collar guy who would go out here and teach this stuff. And you could see me go day by day with what I've done, how I've manifested things, and blow up into the man that I'm trying to become. And you could see it happen in real time and do it along the road with me. She can call in sick. Yeah, then she could. She's got more sick time than me. I only got 2 days because I went to this new job. I think she actually did last time, but we both had sick time to use, so we called in sick. Just Joy. Good morning. Morning to you too, Just Joy. How are you doing this morning? Do you guys have a good weekend? I know we got more people coming in. TikTok one does not make any sense at all. One of the things I want to do this week too is go back and edit that video with Tone and Second Man, and then to start posting those clips and giving them those clips so they can post them. And speaking of growing social medias, I'd like to thank Inked, which I don't even know if she's in here. I know she's been having a busy time at work lately and had a lot going on. So Inked, if you are here, which I don't know, because usually we'll say something. Sometimes Inked goes under this one though. But if you're here on either one, thank you, Inked, for the shout out. She took one of my latest videos. If you guys saw me on Instagram, I posted one with Reverend Ike stuff and then showing the past year of how much I've elevated and things I've done. So I did that. Good. I did. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad that you had a good weekend. See, that's the thing, we have to prioritize ourselves, do things for us, and build up our self-concepts and our own worth. Man, I'm chugging along on this fucking cigar today. It's only a half hour in, and I started it way after. I'm gonna have to go get another, but then you guys are gonna see that I really did just roll out of bed, because the cleanest shirt I could find is still wrinkly, as you see, and I'm wearing shorts. I would have been a great work from home office person. Let's see. All right, let me see. What we all know about checking social medias. Don't check social medias if you're worried about stuff. I did do a video on the letter idea. There's a lot of stuff I didn't even cross off these lists of stuff I did already. Oh, somebody asked me this question. It needs to become a video, so it's going to be a video, but they wanted to know, is thinking chasing? And well, that was the best way I could translate it. I don't remember if it was a comment that somebody left or something from the last live, but is thinking chasing? Thinking is chasing to a degree, because remember, if they could feel our thoughts and your SP knows what you're thinking, and remember, I've proved this too through everything I was visualizing SP doing feeling, saying behind the scenes, even though there was no movement, I didn't see it. It turned out that's what was happening. So yes, they can obviously feel your needy energy. When I switch from positive to needy, you'll see it in the replies. They're like, and it's not just with SP, it's like with everybody. It's like opportunities. Like I'll reach out to people to collab or something. Someone who you think, oh, this person will definitely collab. If you're coming from needy, desperate, it ain't happening. So it's like people can pick up the thoughts of neediness. So we have to come strong, come prepared, to have our mind in the right place at all times to not be chasing someone, to not realize that we need that one thing to be happy. We could be happy now without it. Hey, I always wondered, do you have a girlfriend? Love your content. Hey, Mixed Meta. Well, thank you for the support and loving the content. Right now, no. But the channel did get popular because of SP. Right now, no. We're not dating. We're talking again. And it was funny because we were in a way where we were never going to speak again. This is why I want to do a video on circumstances not mattering. And I don't know if I want to try again with her. I mean, I text her every day. We talk. We've gone out on a couple of dates, but it was never like I didn't feel that spark or that chemistry again. And she didn't really either, but like we did a little bit, I guess, because we made out, but nothing more than that. We'd make out, we'd talk, we'd have a good time, we'd laugh, we'd joke, and then I'd just take her home. So, oh, there's Ink. Ink is on this one instead. Welcome, Ink. I was just thanking you for your shout out a couple minutes ago. Hey, gorgeous, I'm on TikTok. Well, beautiful. Thank you for the shout out that you gave me on TikTok the other day. I was just thanking you because we were talking about growing social medias because, because Mitzi is growing her social media on Instagram, but we were just talking about how big it got, and within 1 year or so, I think she just answered how long it took, but like how she blew up. So thank you for becoming the viewer over here. You have a 10 and a triangle by your name. I don't know what that means, but let's see. Oh wait, I just liked my own post. If you double tap it, hey, I'm liking myself. It puts targets on my face. That's funny. I try so hard not to check social media, but I'm trying my best to say that SP is always watching my stories and he loves seeing my posts. See, that's a good way to do it too, because even if you're getting no communication and you do go through social media and you're like, oh, well, he's watching my stories, so it means something. I would do that too. It's like, oh, she's watching my stories. That means something. If you didn't give a fuck about me, you wouldn't be. No matter how much you truly believe that or not, you just go from that mindset of like, oh, she loves me because, or in your case, he loves me because he's watching my stories. He wants to know what I'm doing. She wants to know what I'm doing. More likes can attract more viewers. Keep it up. Well, I'm not going to like my own shit, but I do like putting the target on my face. That's kind of funny. I understand. Makes sense. Everything is 100% energetic, even romantic relationships. I get it. Yes, exactly. So, it's one of the things too with self-concept. You start to elevate and you realize maybe you were settling for less. Maybe what you want is not really what you want. It's not the best thing. So you just you start to elevate, I guess, and you realize you're worth more than settling for breadcrumbs. We talked about this the other day. It's like, why are you taking breadcrumbs when you know that you're the king, you're the queen? Why are you taking the shit? You need to get wifed up, but you seem also really content with being single. I respect that. I appreciate it. Wait, now Ink is back over here. Oh my God, what's happening? I'm trying to keep you filled in over here, but get wiped up. See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm happy being single. It's like, but at the same time, I miss my SP, but missing your SP drives the SP away more. But then you get there and it's like, you have the opportunity. It's kind of like when I had the opportunity to take that original SP back, I didn't want her because I had found new SP. So that's the story I want to get into too, because I want to tell my story about that. And I have a client who did the same thing. There's nothing wrong with upgrading to somebody else and choosing somebody else. So it's like, I scripted out who my ideal SP is a couple times, and my SP unfortunately is not that ideal one. Can she become that? Yeah, but Joe Dispenza talks about, I don't want to put work into a relationship. I'm going to let it flow to me naturally. So if we've seen through me manifesting other women out of thin air. Yeah, you can manifest a new SP out of thin air. Sorry, I had to get over here. Tell yourself damn straight you're watching, and you don't care if they do or don't. That's you on a pedestal. The Ink, you got to jump over here to tell Mitzi that. Right there with me, yeah. My SP pissed me off, and because I am the prize, he loses. But believe me, he fucked up this time. Yeah, I agree with you too. I like the new Ink better. Like I know I like the new Nick better too, and I don't want you in that situation no more. But I never tell people what to manifest because I manifested things that people would not agree with me on. But remember, everyone's a shoe pushed out. Good point. I like the flow naturally with the relationship. Needed to hear that. Yes. I mean, that's what made my SP and me work so well originally the first time. It's like, well, it flowed naturally. But if there's more work in it, I don't want to do the work. I did the work because it showed me a lot of stuff about manifesting. It taught me a lot of things about spiritual growth, about forgiveness. All right. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I didn't understand any of that. Anyway, all right, now I froze again like that politician. All right, what were we just talking about? Flowing naturally? Yeah, I like when the relationship flows naturally. Ever since I started this law of assumption thing, drinking is not fun for me anymore. Can anyone else relate to that? Yeah, I can relate to that too. I go out and drink socially. I'll hang out with my friends. But to be fair, I didn't like drinking until I was 22, and I was like really depressed, and I got into it. I went through a little party phase. Never really liked it. Felt like I always liked to have the idea of like, oh, I'm a maverick and original, like Arnold used to say. I don't want to do what the whole crowd is doing. I'm better than this. I'm better. And I had a very high self-concept, almost arrogant self-concept of myself at the time. But things not working out in my favor, I went and we just explained the downward spiral. Spiral down, spiral down. It's like just drink, 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 drink. And it just makes you more depressed. But it's like mentally, you know that alcohol is a depressant. So it's like, why keep drinking? It's just going to lead you further down there. You're just on a whole self-concept and loving vibe. And it's like, that's why I like lifting weights. Still, I mean, that was always my passion, but got right back into it. It's like, I'm excited to see where my body goes. I'm excited to eat healthy. I don't even want to eat like shit anymore, even though I did yesterday. And I drank yesterday too. But holiday weekend and went by my parents and wanted to enjoy time with them. Hello, voices from the beyond. I'm entitled. I won't do the work unless it's easy. Yeah, voices from beyond the hood. Why did I laugh like Hank Hill? Oh, you guys are, I just realized voices from beyond. I was like, I forgot that I already made a joke about whatever's going on out there. I didn't know if Vladimir Putin was calling me. All right. I think he retreated. Yeah, I blocked mine and I'm going to get a new SP. I know he will be back, but I generally don't care anymore at all. I am working seriously on moving on, and if I never see him again, that's okay. His loss. See, that's a good mindset to have, and because you have that, that means SP is going to come back. But it's up to you to choose if you want it. And I chose with someone else, no. With this SP, unfortunately, kind of choosing no. But like I said before, it's like almost like, man, this whole channel's kind of founded on everything I learned from her. But at the end of the day, that's giving her too much credit. I'm the one who did the work, the self-concept, built this channel, and did all this work, helped all these people, taught everyone stuff. And what's funny is a lot of people wind up like elevating. Even other coaches I've talked to, the SP they started with, they elevated beyond that. And it's just knowing your self-worth is higher than that. I've been saying and affirming lately, every single thing is working out in my favor. It's great seeing more happen now since affirming this big stuff. It's fun. Exactly. That was the point I was trying to make earlier. When everything has no meaning to it, you put the meaning to it. So it's all just events happening, and you assign only positive meanings to them. Boom, everything's just spiraling up, spiraling up. We want to just be feeling good at all times. Okay, back on TikTok. I hate the commercials. I didn't even know it's playing commercials now. So since we got monetized, there's now commercials on here. Or has there always been commercials on my lives? I don't know. I've never seen somebody's live have a commercials before, but I don't sit and watch lives usually. Your story did become a challenge. So I don't want to end. I don't want it to end, but also want what is best for you. Yeah, see, that's the hard part. It's like it is a real challenge, and one day I'm gonna tell the whole thing. because I mean, she was open to coming on the channel, but now she's like, guess what? She came back around. My sub concept up here, lower down. She's down here, up here. It's a small little pedestal, and it's hard because it's like, okay, well, let me try to do the work. Well, really, there's no work to do, and it's like forgiving and forgetting is moving on, being peaceful with it. But it is a very, very painful situation for me to overcome again and again and again, and then repeating things. And I mean, Ink she saw more than most people on the channel, so we only spiral up. And part of me does want it to continue, and part of me doesn't. So it's like, also, what was the first rule? If you guys watched that video about manifesting an SP, first rule of it was know exactly what you want. So I've manifested with skipping the first rule and skipping the last rule, which was keeping your self-concept. Everything in the middle will manifest your SP, but is it worth it? What is this? Sent a 5-finger heart. Oh, I appreciate that, Inked. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. I think that's a donation, so thank you. It's funny, we got more followers over on TikTok, but nobody really views it. At least everyone here is consistent. That's why I like going to YouTube better. I was on YouTube. It was an assumption I had YouTube would be harder to grow on, but actually YouTube is easier. I enjoy putting an SP on a pedestal. It's more motivating. Yeah, I mean, it does. It motivated me to like do better with the channel, to make more money, to get in better shape, all that stuff, because it's like I'm competing with this imaginary force. But then in the end, you do all that work and then you get knocked down because you realize you're not worthy of it. Even though you've done all this work to feel worthy, they come back in and it's not. It's a gift. Yes, LOL. Well, thank you, Inked. I appreciate it. Now it says you're my #1 viewer. And it gives you like this 10. What does the 10 mean? Level 10. Are you level 10 as for my channel, or are you level 10 for TikTok? Yeah, we just gotta be careful to like put them on a pedestal. I like the point that you brought up there. It can motivate you more, but you got to be careful because it can knock you right off too. It's my gifted badge, or my gifter badge. Oh, because you gave me gifts before then, I guess. I guess maybe I didn't even notice last week. So if you give me gifts, then you get the badge. I don't know what the fuck is happening down there. If I stand up, you'll see I'm in my shorts, so I don't want to stand up. They're the white Patrick Bateman ones. But it's like I kind of want the window open so it doesn't stink up in here. I wanted to see who it is. All right, you're going to see it. I don't know what's going on. I think they're actually the people on the first floor. I'm on the 4th. Oh, it's because you gift in people's lives. I got to open this a little bit. If anyone speaks that language, let me know what they're saying. They're like, there's a crazy mystic up there. I want to do this this TikTok later on today. There's this song called Rasputin, and it's like when all your manifestations start coming in, and there'll be me dancing to that song. I don't like to dance, but a cigar and dressed up nice, dancing to that, I think that'd be a pretty funny one. I have to do it like that every time now to promote. Maybe I should become a left-handed drinker. All right, what else we got? Overall happiness being the priority. Yes, that should be the priority. Because if we're waiting on someone, that's the problem with putting them on a pedestal. If you're waiting for someone else, that is putting your happiness on a pedestal as well. So it's always something to obtain, not something that you have. I'm thinking, I'm thinking to go live on TikTok more often, just so we can build that up a little bit more. But I do like the TikTok or the YouTube ones more. But see, that's something that scares me because I do know that over here I have to deal with trolls, and then I could get banned because when I was doing comedy, there would be a lot of trolls who come in through TikTok, which is no problem. I make quick work of them. I think it's only happened once on YouTube. But if you make fun of someone on TikTok, they will take you off. they'll ban your channel for a while. So it's harder because I know I can roast whoever comes in. I mean, that's where I grew up. Everybody does roast each other, but it's a negative circumstance, I think, and it's something that makes me nervous. So it's something I have to do. That's why I always believe in. I think who said that? Eleanor Roosevelt or something? Do something every day that scares you. I feel like it's more of a Teddy Roosevelt line. We can talk about living in the end too. Living in the end was another thing. Living in the end was what somebody asked me, how do you live in the end? Living in the end, it was Eleanor, right? There we go. Feels like something Teddy would say, but I do love the Man in the Arena speech. That's my favorite speech. I want to actually get that framed and hang that up somewhere in here. Living in the end is where you feel like you've already accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. Despite what the 3D circumstances are showing you, you're living in your own imagination. You're having those inner conversations. You're doing what you need to do to enjoy your life. As if, like, you're thinking about it. Before bed, you fall asleep. Every time you're getting stressed out, you relax and say, no, I already have SP. No, I already have the job. I already have the money. And, like, right now, when you're putting anything up on a pedestal or making it hard, like, there's a lot of people in my life where it's like I grew up with a negative money mindset. And as I got older, it became easier because I would just spend money. I help people who need help and do things like that. But you notice doing that stuff, like right now, there's a lot of people in my reality who needed help and I was helping. And then it's like, I got to make a major purchase soon. So it's like my money concept started going back to my childhood. And if you know the channel too, you've been watching, I spend a lot of time at home with my family lately. And you hear the same thing, negative money mindset. So it's very hard to stay in that positive, wish fulfilled, rich mindset when you get back to where you grew up. Or when you go back around SP, you kind of, there's still some unchecked things in my mind with SP because even hanging out with her, there were a couple insults that went flying at me and I was like, whoa, like backhanded remarks. It's like, okay, there's still something in me. So instead of starting a fight on it, I'll just check her or break her balls back. But it's like, yeah, something's in my self-concept. You go back to, that's the problem when you get an SP back, or you go back to somewhere where your negative mindset has been before, it kind of reverts you back there. Hold on a second. I see we got a quick question over here on TikTok. I'm going to answer this one right here. So it's hard because you go back to that mindset and when you're in that feeling state, you don't live in the end anymore. You come out and you live in reality for a bit. Hey, quick question. X called me after 4 months. I ended the call after 40 minutes. He asked me a lot of questions about the time we were in no contact. Okay, this sounds like a circumstance, and I always say circumstances don't matter, but let's see. I want to hear what's going on with this situation. Not heard from him since. It's been a week. Okay, so it's a circumstance. What are you thinking and feeling about this particular circumstance? Because from the way I'm reading it, you're feeling like you fucked up or did something wrong. You're insinuating, the vibe I'm getting from you is that you think maybe you answered some of those questions wrong and he doesn't want to speak anymore. But remember, if you were here earlier, I was talking about spiraling upward and everything only has the meaning that you assign it. All right. So if you assigned it a good meaning that, hey, I've been doing the work, I've been manifesting this SP. Yeah, it took 4 months, but now there's contact. I have done something great because I've manifested him back into my reality. Trust me, it's a few of the times, including this past time, when SP came back, it was never like blatantly like, here we are. It's kind of like there are things where you could now, all that self-concept work, if you did self-concept work, might be getting undone. Everything you've done, it might be kind of getting fucked with a little bit in your own mind because now you're questioning because still SP is up on a pedestal. If you believe that everything you've done is right, then you have nothing to worry about. It's been a week. Well, fuck it. I went 4 months without you. I don't need you. I make myself happy. I want you. That's your privilege. And realizing that everything is working out in your favor. You've done everything right. You are a master manifester. You're part of the motherfucking mystic manifesting family, right? So you've done everything right. You're trusting the process. You need to assign only the best meanings. It's like, man, I'm so thankful that he contacted me, but I'm so thankful that that call worked everything out. Now he's just taking time to process and realize how he's going to romantically come back to me, or whatever story that's believable for you that makes you feel good about what just happened. That's where I want your mindset. Because right now you're thinking you did something wrong. You are the yeah. There we go. Inked. You are the prize. You don't need them. You want them. Yeah, they are a cherry on top of your life, not the whole cake, the whole shake, whatever it is. They're just an ass. They're not an asset. They're whatever that saying that Greg Plitt used to say that I always quote. But it's like it's just the cherry on top of life. They're not something that you need to move on. Because for guess what? For 4 months, you had to put yourself back together. You had to put yourself on a pedestal. You had to work on yourself. And guess what? You did. You did the work. Everything you believed, everything that was going on in the background, it happened enough where you were on that person's mind enough to contact you. It's just as easy for the person not to contact you. So you're on their mind. What was it? The last time when SP came around for me, even Ink saw, she started, Aaron. See, there's two different names. But the other person in the chat right now, me and her talk every day. And she told me, my stuff with SP was going on in the no contact time. It was like, I see she's texting me through Snapchat. So you get the little notification. Okay, she's texting you. What happens then? You're thinking, she's obviously typing something to me, but I didn't freak out. I didn't think anything was wrong with it. I just kind of let it go, let it flow. She never responded to me. And then inspired action was, you should say something to her. But I waited 2 or 3 days. You should say something. You should say something, but not be out of neediness. Like I would just reground myself, work on myself, work on the channel, work on everything else in my life, work on working out, put my life in order first. Then it's like, there's like that feeling, that intuition, that telepathic thought from your higher self that, okay, maybe I should say something. Then you can. But in the meantime, know that everything you've been doing is working. That's progress. And if it has to take longer, well, like Neville said, if it takes a long time, then wait, because it will surely arrive when it should. They accent your life. It's just a treat for you. Yeah, exactly. They're not something you need to live your life. Because we just talked about this too. Even after you've manifested them, if you've done the exact work that's perfect, you've done all the perfect work for it. You've built yourself up so much that they eventually get off that pedestal, and you might not want them anymore because something better is coming. But I'm not the guy to say, oh, because I've manifested my SP back 6 times. So it's like, it's not like I'm the guy who's going to say, no, you don't want that. It's just hard when there's someone you have such a long story with. You can revert back to those stories very easily and get negative about stuff very easily. So just be careful. If it triggers you, don't take action. Exactly. All right, I'm going to read light. Yeah, so if you're on YouTube and you see me look over here, I'm answering TikTok. If you see me over here, it's over here. Hey, it's 11:11. What does that mean? Nothing. It means whatever you assign it to meaning. Everybody go to your end scene right now. Visualize it. Or do your affirmations. That's what I do. Whenever I see an angel number or whatever, like, because I choose what it means, I just say, go to my end scene. Yeah, that's the work. You have to be able to drop the old story and live in the end. Yeah, and sometimes old stories are very strong, very painful, hard to do, but not impossible. I mean, me and you, Ink, we had some ugly past stories. We overcame them so far. But I'm thinking it's time to elevate. I've been watching the show The Punisher, and there's the one scene where he's like, you think it's time? Yeah, I think it's time. And in reference to the show, he was going to therapy or whatever. But here it's like when you finally done so much self-concept work, you're ready to get over your SP. It's the time? Yeah, I think it's time. Yeah, I made the mistake of thinking he would. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can't say certain words on TikTok either. The words played out. Yep, the words always play out. So please, if it is a negative story like that you might play into, do not play into it. Just leave it alone until you could really positively say that I'm done, or do something better. Wait for something better. I mean, there's videos on the channel about how to manifest an SP out of thin air. A lot of them have been better. I just choose to keep doing what I do, and maybe it's because my self-concept's not exactly where it needs to be yet. Or manifest better, yes. I'm kind of I promise. I'm
I'm kind of excited to see where it goes after. What are all these things, Ink? Do you know more about the lives than I do? Champion tournament. What's the champion tournament? I think the Mystic family's champions. We should get into that. What is this one? Add a goal. I feel like a boomer. I feel like an old man. Oh, look, it says manager. Look, I'm going to confirm it because there's little weights on there. Pinning your goal in the comments may help you attract more viewers. Okay, go pin. Okay, pin. Ink, you could be my moderator on there because I'm still trying to learn it all. We're going down on YouTube now. If you guys have stuck it out this long, thanks, because I mean I haven't really focused on anything. But I mean, if anyone has questions, that's what these lives are for. They're for questions if you guys need anything. Oh, wait, it says we have 3 viewers, but Ink does only 1. Crazy business. I have to be able to mute if they're trolling. Yeah, that's the hard part. Like I said, I was worried about, that's the negative assumption I have. If they're trolling and I roast them back, they report me. It's every fucking time I've done it on the comedy channel, they'll report you. I'll say some funny shit too. But then they'll be like, oh, bullying, and then I get banned for a week or 2. All right, what else we got, guys? What else we got? Manifesting multiple desires at once. We've talked about that. And I do like Second Man's video on it. Second Man had a good video on it, where if you're manifesting multiple things at once as you're going to sleep, you're visualizing what it would be like to have all this money in the place that you want to live in, working the job you want, with your SP laying next to you. That would be like living in the end. And then it's like, if SP pops in your head, think about that they're with you. If the money pops in your head, think about you got more money than you know what to do with. If anything pops in your head, just jump right to the state. Like right now, if I said, think about work, what are we thinking? We got to go to work tomorrow morning or whatever shift we have. We have to go there and we have to do this and boom, 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 boom. So if I say, think about work, I think now it's like something I think about is I got to put on a suit. I got to dress nice. I got to put on a watch. I got to get dressed up and I got to come sit in this room. I got to put this room together as one of the jobs. I got to do stuff for this channel because that's my dream job is to run this full time. We don't have any right now. No, we don't. But I'll figure out how to do, like I want to start trying to go do daily lives on here, but I'll have to find a time with you where we could go live together once we get your channel up to 1,000. Current process, experience so far, success. Let's talk about limiting beliefs. Let's talk, another video, speaking of, it's way off, but you guys are obviously here because you like my personality, not my advice. But another TikTok I want to do is the one with Gary Busey talking about becoming a spiritual guru. Where he's like, well, first of all, you want to be a spiritual guru, you have to learn how to eat burritos backwards. Did you catch that? I said you got to eat a burrito backwards. That's one of the TikToks I want to do. It's like when you finally when you get your SP back. Well, but first of all, if you want to manifest anything, you got to be a spiritual guru and eat burritos backwards. Living in the end. So limiting beliefs. I want to talk about limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs, that's my jam. I like honey. But we're going to talk about limiting beliefs. So tracking down your limiting beliefs can be hard at times, but it's like, this is where I say you got to go back and really break into your old story, analyze your old story, see what's up with it. Like, even if it's an SP-related thing or a money-related thing, you can usually trace the money back to how you grew up. Like, I've traced that back to, like, where I grew up. It's like, if I grew up with a lacking mentality and, like, we're afraid of losing money, we're afraid of being broke, that's how I grew up. So I have to go back, like Neville says, go back. This is what revision. You go back and you trace out no matter how horrible the events were, you go back to your past and you work on those negative beliefs and you revise that there. What's it say? Right, so give me mod privileges. I can mute them. We don't have any right now. How do I do that? I'm going to do this. I click your name, right? Oh, just like that. No, that was easy. I love how the Mystic YouTube page is like so much better. It's like everyone acts like, oh, TikTok is like faster way to get views, but boom, we have everyone over there. You have the power. It's gonna moderate me, mute me, and now hold on. Now you need this ink, and now I am become moderator, censorer of people's words. If you just joined over here, I'm talking to Inked on TikTok, and we're doing both at the same time. So that way we get double the questions, and I could keep being a spiritual guru who eats burritos backwards. What else? What do you guys want to talk about? Because I mean, I got a whole list of stuff. It's like I'll make the videos on them, but I make the lives because it is my duty. If anyone needs to talk, I'm here on Monday mornings. And I got to find the time to do the members only chat. And I'm still working on the what's that website? Ink, the one I said is overwhelming for me, and I don't really want to do it, but people keep asking for it. Discord. Yeah, I'm working on the Discord too. The Discord, yeah. I just got to set all that up, and it just gets kind of annoying because then you get so many notifications. I've been in other people's ones, and I did not like it. But because it's Mystic, I'll like it. Right now, I'll drink lip. We got to make it fun. All right, let's talk about I don't know. I don't have any ideas. We're an hour in, usually after the cigar. We're about wrapping it up. But I just kind of want to stay and fuck around, but I don't have anything else to say. If you guys want to actually talk more manifesting ideas and help me keep pushing this forward, I will. I think I talked about that. Yeah. I mean, I talk about the same things, but like I said, it's just important to inundate yourself by again and again and again, hearing the same things again will bring you to what you need to hear. But I want to try and get the Discord thing set up too. I know that Tone does one, so I could always ask him about it. Because I know it's like for gamers, like when I was trying to do a gaming channel, we were running one. Well, my friend was doing all the work, but I know that's usually what it's for. See, I don't like how crooked that thing is. You can tell my SP story of how you thought. Thoughts really do play out. Just choose your words wisely. I'll tell that one in a different video or a different live. Because my filter abilities are not the best. You should stream on Twitch or Kick for your lectures. I think Kick pays. I have a Twitch when I was trying to do the gaming stuff. It's under Flex Entertainment, but I don't ever go on there anymore. I don't know what Kick is. Is that new? I know that TikTok pays, but it's through donations, and it's not very much, I don't think. I think TikTok keeps like 80% of it, they said. On here, if you do the members only one, people pay $5 a month for it, which is a subscription. And then that's one of the perks I added to it, but nobody signed up for the membership yet. But it will be one extra live a week on here. And then I'm going to try to go live on there more often. And that way, the more money that rolls in from this, the more I could slowly release the day job and come doing this full time. And to get to that point, I already know what I have to do. It's like get more organized. I can't just fucking half-ass it and wake up and come down here and like, okay, here we're gonna fuck around. But it's like, no, that's it. TikTok takes 60. Oh my god. Maybe Twitch is better, but I know Twitch takes money too. So I mean, I get it's their platform; they want to take their money, but so far, I mean, then there's Patreon too, but I don't know shit about that. I mean, I have to put more work into all this stuff, I think. I want to try to go. I would like to try to go live with another manifesting coach if I could see what her name is on here. Her name is Interact. Text bowl, quick call, blah, blah, blah. guests. Okay, so I guess she has to follow me back. There's another manifesting coach I thought about trying to collab with on here. She's pretty big on there. I liked some of her content, so I thought we could go live on there, but I might have to reach out to her. She has like almost 100,000 followers, so that's kind of hard. I texted Tone the other day, but it's hard to get a hold of Tony. He responds like every other week or something like that with all the messages he gets. I'm only on YouTube, but I am a Gen X and hate social media. Yeah, I prefer YouTube too. I'm trying to get a hold of all these different things because, I mean, if you want to do it full time, you have to be able to play on all the different platforms and teach all your messages the right way. And then like get clients and stuff like that. So there's a lot of work involved in it, but only if you assign the meaning of a lot of work. Because, I mean, for me, this isn't work. I like to teach this. I like to hear people's success stories. I like to share their success stories. I like to work with people. And like the messages I've gotten from people about like how much their life has changed just from listening to me, thinking I wouldn't have even kept this channel up if it wasn't for Inked. I wouldn't have been on this path if it wasn't for all the negative stuff with SP. I don't know what I would be doing if it wasn't for this, and everything I thought that I would help people with, I never did. But my goal was to always help people, and now I'm doing it. So it's like it feels good, and there's more fulfillment. Like if you guys know my day job, it's like I fix things in buildings. That's not, to me, fulfilling. People call it because they're too hot or cold in an office. I don't like that. Their toilet doesn't work. Pull the urinal off the wall and have all the pee-pee leaking on you. That's not, for me, feeling fulfilling. But then somebody saying my life has been changed because of what you teach. And it's like, okay, that's fulfilling. That's why I want to do this full time. I don't know if I want to do YouTube or TikTok for my channel. I mean, I think you could do both. You should do both. Because what I do now is like what I've been doing to build the TikTok stuff is I'm just taking clips from my videos here. I screen record them, screen record a clip that I think is good, throw it on there. Not the PP, but at least you have a job and you're not struggling financially. Exactly. Yeah, the job pays very good in the city that I'm in, and it's union and all this other stuff. But yeah, like you said, at least I have a job. There's people who don't have a job. There's people who don't have the money. So it's like I'll roll around in PP and I'll do whatever I have to do to make the money. I can help my friends and family out financially when I can. And then eventually, I mean, go full-time into this. I mean, there are people who follow their passion and they make more money than they ever would with a day job. But until then, I'll do this. I'll do the PP and go live on Mondays and work on this channel. But at least the PP is not as bad as when the poo-poo comes out of the pipes. That one's nasty. But there's a reason why they pay that they pay. Because nobody wants to touch it. You'd think people who work in offices would be a lot cleaner and nicer. No. No, I know. I need to buy a new desk too. Let's manifest a new desk because this thing is like one finger. I need to manifest a new desk. I work in a hospital. I've seen it. Oh, yeah. Especially the engineers. For being an engineer in a hospital, they said that's one of the worst ones. I've never taken that because I feel like that would be way worse. My coworkers are dirtier than the patients. Should have said. Exactly. It's like you think that like everyone expects the glorified janitors like myself to be dirty and sloppy, but we keep things a lot cleaner than some of the people up in the offices. It's like you work in an office, damn it. Like some of these offices, they got like, oh, it's a game time break. It's, oh, we're ordering lunch and this and that. And then we're sitting down in the dirty boiler room and shit like that. But it's a job. You work your job, you work hard on your goals. Eventually you break out of it. It's having the mind, the belief, and the willingness to get yourself out of there. Wondering if, when I look, I don't know if it's the lighting on here, but it always looks like my eyes are different colors. So they look like they're green or some shit whenever I go live. On here too, now they look blue on there. I think my eyes are supposed to be brown. I did try to manifest that before too. I saw people say that they're changing their eye colors. But I didn't care what color my eyes were. But I always thought that'd be interesting. I said, I'm intending that they change, but I didn't care what color they went to. Watch me get the Star Wars Anakin yellow eyes instead. It's like you didn't specify. What else we got? What else we got, guys? What else we got? Help me drive it. Help me drive it. What I do like about having this channel too is that, I mean, a lot of the manifesting channels, like they go there, they teach you what you need to, they teach what they need to teach, they answer their questions, and then that's it. But I'll hang around just because I like talking with you guys, and then like, you know, you find a whole bunch of people who got a lot in common with you. You'll talk about it, and you get the bullshit and hear all the you get to like, it's almost like what my original dream was, to be a content creator, but like through comedy and stuff. But I could do my comedy through here. I get to dress up as characters on here, and I do things like that. It's like, who knows, maybe I'll put the roach suit on. It's right there, but I'm not doing it today. But we'll do that. Because there is a story to the roach that kind of will pertain to the SP stuff. I've tried that too, but I don't care either. Yeah, it's like, if you don't really care and you don't know the thing. The roach suit would kill me. Yeah, the manifesting roach. I do have the goggles for it and stuff too. There's pictures of him on if you go to Flex Entertainment, there's skits with the roach. He's supposed to be like Batman and Spider-Man mixed together. It's like a parody. If you guys remember that Drake Bell movie, the superhero movie or something, it's like a parody. It's like a scary movie, but for superheroes. That's kind of like where the inspiration came. What I like about YouTube though is they give you a timer so you could keep yourself on check on how long you've been here. On this one, they don't. Let's see. And there's such a delay on it too. No, we have another viewer now, but it's telling me there's only one viewer. See, I don't like the whole setup on here is just different. Yeah, must have to help you with that. Mars. I don't know that one. Am I missing something? Oh yeah, the timekeeping. Yeah. Oh, the mods. Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't know how much in tune you are with nature, but I don't know how moss will help me keep time. Roaches love moss. But what else? What else we got? Sorry, I'm editing a video. Hello. I'm multitasking. That's awesome. See, you're editing a video. I know Inked is at work right now. So that's what I love about this community. We'll have to do all these different things. I'm thinking to like, maybe if I like start editing more stuff for here, like I want to start putting like the skits at the beginning of the videos, but those are work to do. And sometimes it's just easier to jump out and record a 10-20 minute video, throw it up, and then leave it at that. But I think we have another viewer over here. So if you're if you're on long enough, we'll grow moss. If we have another viewer over here, we're talking manifesting. So you could ask any questions you want. It's Monday Morning Live. Welcome to the chat. We're talking about how to manifest our dream lives. We're live on YouTube too. That's why I'm over there. We have the Oppenheimer thing. I say we'll give it another couple minutes. After that, we'll see you guys next Monday, and then yeah, it just says one, but then if I click the thing, it says there's another viewer. No, now he's gone. So I think people just pop in and pop out. That's what I do usually. I think on TikTok you have to have a gimmick, like be in the roach suit to maintain a viewer. The manifesting roach. Yeah, we'll wait a couple more minutes. If nobody got no questions, nothing like that, I'll jump off. I'll go hit the gym. I'll do the things I got to do. For Labor Day, nothing actually. I did message SP, but that was the message I saw. I don't think she'll be coming out today. She's at work. She volunteered to work for that double time. It's my RDO, so I'm already off, so it don't matter. And I usually pick up my meal preps, but the guy is taking the weekend off, so I got to find a way to make some food for the week. And what else? Yeah, I kind of did stuff with my family yesterday. I might go down to the pool over here at the building and get some tan. There's trails out back. Walk the trails, go for a jog, something like that. Do some kind of like extracurricular outdoor activity, maybe. See if my family's cooking again. Go over there. Yeah, my friend says my channel is just a thirst trap. Hey, thirst traps pay. I should just start doing the videos without a shirt on. But not today. I'm pretty bloated up after yesterday's meals. I did do a shirtless live on this channel last week. Went out on the TikTok. And start only Mystics. It's like OnlyFans, but for Mystics. Oh, I was going to say I could play the Rasputin song, but I can't because YouTube will take it down. TikTok will let you play other music. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make some TikToks today. Go back to doing some comedy stuff. And then I put up a poll, too, if you guys are still over here. I put up a poll for the membership channel. If you guys let me know which days work best for you guys, I will take that into consideration for when we'll do the lives on the other channel, or on this channel, on the membership one. But I think we're going to call it a day right there because, like I said, I pop on here, cover some topics, we talk, we answer some questions, help some people, and then bada bing, bada boom, we're done, and we're out going after our week, after our goals, keeping our minds right, keeping ourselves positive. And what else? That's about it. We're manifesting our dream life. We're going after our goals. We're having a good time. We're finding the positive in everything. Remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. Keep spiraling upwards, all right? Until next Monday, unless I start the membership stuff this week, once we get some members, I'll start doing the membership thing as well. But until then, thank you guys. I love you very much, and I'll see you around. If you want to follow the Mystic Manifesting TikTok, I am going to try to go live there daily, but we'll see what happens. You have a great day too, Mitzi. Make sure you have a lot of fun with editing videos. I know I don't miss that part of making videos, is the editing. It's always a pain in the ass. But you enjoy your video editing. Can't wait to see whatever videos. Send me over that whenever you get a chance. And weren't you going to send me a success story last week about something, or was that someone else? It is stressful, especially probably if you're on the time crunch too. God, I hate that. But I love you guys, and I'll see you next Monday. Love you too over here.